Okay, so again, new grade, old grade. So if we take a little excursion here off the side of the grade, you can actually see where the old grade was, because it's very distinctive. So again, this is part of Warneford. The siding started there. So basically you have the mainline track, and then you have the siding, which is on the south side. So this would have been the siding, and right here, I guess, would have been the main track. You can see there's a telegraph pole here, and it has a broken hemming ray on there. Yeah, broken hemming ray. Otherwise somebody would have taken it. So again, this is the old grade here. So when we get a little bit further up there, I'm going to talk to you about Warneford Station. Kind of an interesting little tidbit from this area. There was actually back in the 30s. So here you can actually see the indentations from the ties. There's the indentations from the ties right here. And you see the front wheel of my bike bouncing up and down. Right in this area, somewhere in here, they actually, somebody found relics that they claimed were Viking relics. And so this sparked this huge this whole thing, right? Like all of a sudden, oh my God, the Vikings were in this area. How the heck did they get into this area? Even, I believe it was the Royal Ontario Museum. They had them convinced. And so, you know, people are investigating. And so it turns out it was just a big fraud. Somebody had planted the artifacts. And so there's no evidence that the Vikings were in this area. But I guess for a time it was kind of a neat little story. Okay, so where are we? So just up here, let's get back on the main grade here. So right up here is, you can see the Blackwater here again, is Warneford Station. The story of the name of Warneford's kind of interesting. Originally they were going to call it Blackwater Station, but there was already a Blackwater Station in southern Ontario, so they had to change the name. So they called it Warneford. Now remember, this railway line opened in 1915, which was the second year of World War I. I don't have any definitive evidence, but the only thing that I've ever found that mentions Warneford is that there was a British naval aviator, so the Royal Naval Air Service, a guy by the name of Warneford, actually won a Victoria Cross. So at the time, the Empire's highest award for bravery, for, I can't remember what he did. If you click on the link in the description and you go visit my page on Warneford, you'll see that information. So what we have down here, this is a new one. This is a wooden box culvert. We're gonna go have a look at that. I'm gonna mark it. I haven't seen it yet, but now I know where the culvert is. So anyway, so I'm not really sure what the story is, but could have very well been named after Reginald Warneford. There were a few other spots on this line that were named after World War I people. So Jellicoe, after the British Admiral. Hogarth, named after a Canadian military officer from the Thunder Bay area. So yeah, that could have been the story here. So let's go take a look at that culvert. Okay, so we've made our way down below the level of the grade. We're standing in kind of this dry little ditch, I guess you can call it, probably picking up water from here. So what you can see here is the remains of this wooden box culvert. It's actually in decent shape, considering the fact that there's two trees growing right out of the top of it. And I'm sure they're doing a number. You can actually see there's a root here that's busting everything up. I can't scoot down there, but on the camera, I can see light at the other end. So I'm assuming it's still kind of working. Again, I don't know how old this dates from, but given what's going on here, it actually, Luna, come out of there. It's actually in kind of decent condition. So let's jump the grade and go take a look at the other side. All right, so we're down here right beside the river. You can see that big ridge over there. This is as close as we can get, simply because this empties right into the river itself. Oh my God, dog. Seriously? So we actually could see some of the wood in the water, but we can't now because Luna has stirred up all of the sediment. But actually this side looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Again, given its potential age, I don't know when the last time they did wooden box culverts, but I'm sure this is pretty old construction. Anyway, so let's jump back up on the grade and let's continue on to Warneford here. Okay, so this is Warneford Station here. Did Luna see a partridge? So let's talk about the story here of Warneford Station. Get my cheater notes out here. So I told you the backstory of this. Warneford was original station, and it stayed here until 1950. In 1958, they removed the siding. And then a year later, the station was gone. So by 1959, this station is completely removed from the line. And so it was one of the earliest ones that was removed, I guess, just because of its location. Not a lot kind of going on here. And so they pulled it. Now, what's interesting is right here. Do you see this rock outcropping here? So there is a document. I had shown you the map earlier. Sorry, I showed you a piece from the book, from this report. It was an Ontario Bureau of Mines report from 1917, and I'm guessing it was done in 1916. And so they basically went from Long Lac to, it says from Long Lac to Jellicoe and Orient Bay. And then there's basically a geological report, and they're talking about minerals and gold and things like that. There's actually a photograph of this, okay? So you can, if you click on the link in the description, and you're gonna see this photograph, it's taken pointing that way. And what you're gonna see is you're going to see the main track, you're gonna see the siding, and you're gonna see this rock outcropping right here. It's a really, really neat picture, because again, this was probably taken in 1916. It's one of the earliest photographs that we have of this line. So I'm going to go over here, and I wanna try to take a picture and see what I can get in the picture. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the rock outcropping here. Again, it's unfortunate that all of these trees have now grown up. So there's the siding right there. And you see it clear as day in that picture, right? So again, if we probably pivot here, and if you look back, and you can see the cuts a bit on this side, and you see this rock cut, you'll basically see the pictures kind of taken like this. You'll see the main track, you'll see the siding, and you'll see this rock cut, and you can see the top of the cut. I don't know if they blasted that all out, but again, it's so distinctive of a picture, and it's just a small little picture. It doesn't show you a lot of detail, but I think they were trying to show you this rock outcropping. So before we leave, I'm going to show you those timetables, and you'll see kind of what's happening with Warneford here. All right, let's finish this exploration off. Again, you can see the cut kind of continues here. The siding is right here. So again, the siding's been gone for a long, long time. And so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go up here as far as the end of the siding. So here's where the rock cut comes to an end. The siding is still here beside us. Just trying to see if there's anything that jumps out at me. Wonder if we can feel the indentations from the ties. Not really. And then again, it's been gone for a long time, so we probably would have had a chance to fill in a bit. Maybe if I see any telegraph poles or anything. Not too many telegraph poles today, which is unusual. You see there's another little rock cut here. More jack pine forest. So here is where the siding starts to peter out. Just looking to see if there's flanger sign like we saw on the other side. Looks like there's a road right there. Yeah, so this is where the siding peters out because it comes right into this cut right here. All right, so this brings us to the end of our exploration for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed everything that we've had to take a look at. It certainly is a very unique part of the railway grade. So we've done this next section up here, but we will be coming back to redo this section. I do want to redo it because there is some new information on this area as well. So please keep your eye out for that one. So in the meantime, thanks for joining us on this adventure, and stay tuned for more episodes coming very soon. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe.